So how did this connection start between you, Steven, and you, Mitch? How did that? Because you've done a lot. You've done. Are you on three Gore Noir covers now? Because your cover is on the new Mask issue. It's one of the limited edition covers
Yeah,
here with Slipknot and Ghost, which is phenomenal, by the way. I think everybody that has backed this that I know of is picking this up.
yeah,
That's the cover of the choice. You want to get this one. How
yeah.
did
I
this
want to get
partnership kind of start?
the Slipknot cover too. I don't know what is up with Ghost, but like we all know that Slipknot is more popular. So
Not in this house. Everybody here is a Ghost
nope,
fan,
I'm not
so
hating on Ghost. They got good stuff, but I'm just a hardcore maggot, and it's Slipknot for me.
they have been around longer.
Yeah,
You would think, but man, Ghost is a juggernaut. I mean, they kind of came out of no. I mean, what they came out of like Norway or something, Finland. I don't know, and they're playing arenas now, like
yeah,
very
exactly.
quickly,
Yeah, it's crazy.
alarmingly so. I think when I first knew about them, they were playing like a little like record store in New York on like an
Yeah,
acoustic tour, and then the next time I heard about them, they were playing arenas.
yeah,
I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, exactly.
It's
I went to
fast.
see him once when they opened up for like Avenged Sevenfold. It was the fucking weirdest shit.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah,
the
but
like cock rock. I mean, Avenged Sevenfold, I liked one of their songs. But like when I went to watch Ghost in the very beginning, and then you just saw the other dude's like, "Who the fuck are these people?" And I'm just like, "Oh god, I gotta get the fuck out of here."
yeah, exactly.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to catch them on the next tour they come around, and I'm really excited to see what it's like and kind of what the vibe is now
Yeah.
at their show because yeah, the Ghost is like taking over. I think they're pretty mainstream at this point. They've been on all the big
I mean,
stuff, right?
I was at the hot took my kids to Hot Topic recently, and there was a flyer for the Ghost show
Mm,
here in Houston. So
yeah, yeah, they're a big deal now.
yeah,
So yeah, how did you connect up with Mitch? Mitch, how did you connect up with Steven? How that connection take place?
I think I just always knew him. Like
Okay,
yeah, yeah. I
I don't
know.
know.
I thought I tried to sit and think about it before, and I'm like,
how did this start?
just always were.
Yeah, I
All
don't even
right,
remember like when it started or how that whole thing happened. But it's just like uh I collect like photographer friends and artist friends and like
you
Yeah,
do, and
yeah,
you put them in your
I don't know
magazines.
how it happens.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like that with weirdos. So I just collect. That's
So I think that's how it worked out. I was a weirdo. He was an artist.
right. Like,
I
oh,
mean, who starts a magazine in the 2000s?
Right?
Nobody.
I mean that's something that begs to be talked about. Yeah, what exactly are you doing with in dealing in print in the year of our Lord 2023? What is the strategy here?
I mean, I grew up with comic books, like,
Yeah.
and I was like drawing my own comic books as a kid, like stapling them, making it look like it was like an actual Marvel comic and stuff like that. Trying to draw like a big Galactus where you draw like the squares and you draw like the okay, this what needs to go in this square and all that. And then like Brian Polito, Evil Ernie, Lady Death, stuff
yeah,
like that. So I grew up with all that stuff, and I just liked print stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I want my own. I've wanted my own magazine for like a long time. And I was finally like old enough where I had like enough money to print like a couple copies. So I was like, I had to borrow money from friends too. It wasn't like I could do it all myself. But yeah, guy in a trailer printing a magazine.
there
That
you go.
is wild, man. And I tell you what, I was saying this before you guys came on, but before you sent me the magazines, I was like, I will never read any magazine again in my life. The internet exists. I don't know why the fuck I would do that. What sense does this make? And then, yeah,
Mhm.
you sent me a few of these magazines to my house. And I'm like, well, I feel obligated now. I should fucking read these and see what's going on here. And
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I was, this stuff isn't printed online. You don't have any online presence whatsoever. So these are voices that you're not typically going to hear. What I liken it to is like going to a convention, like if you went to a horror convention, this is kind of some of the experience you would get. I mean, I think a little bit
Yeah,
better if you go to a convention, but you don't have conventions happening every day, so it was kind of like having a horror convention sent to my house, and it was pretty goddamn great. I have to
yeah,
say, it was a
and
cool
yeah.
experience. Yeah.
I, I have to agree with you, Frank. Like that's a lot of the reason why I love Gore Noir so much. Is like it just like it captures like that excitement about like horror or like like I don't know, self-published stuff. Like it's like it's like a convention and like however many pages are in each issue. So
yeah, it's got a real DIY vibe. It's just not. It's not a typical publication. Like I maybe there's a reason maybe why traditional print media is dead, but I think Gore Noir definitely has a place on our planet and has a reason to exist, and that's a big reason why I started up the Gorathon and pushing this and telling people about it because it's a cool thing and it should happen.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Don't ever turn into like Room Org or anything like that. Those are sellout companies,
Or sell out, man. If you want to sell out.
Let me cross that off my to-do list. God damn it. All right, hold on.
We need it. We need to just keep it,
On the same note, guys, if you can sell out, I think you should do it.
Well, so the other thing is like I've kind of have that like punk rock DIY mentality when it comes to everything. So it's kind of like
Mitch get along so well.
I'm like, well, I could probably just make that myself. So I'm just going to try to work that out.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of something you made yourself, this is blowing me away, and this just came out today. You have American Psycho Plastipunks minifigures, limited edition. Tell me about this. What the fuck is this?
So, just like Raymond, I have ADHD, and I have at least like 50 projects going on at once.
Hell yeah.
So the American Psycho was something I've had in like the back. I've had it in a box for maybe like 4 years.
So fucking cool.
But I was like, I had all these pieces, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do these American Psycho pieces. I like the chainsaw, and like the chainsaw scene, and like all these different scenes. The scene where he like goes to the ATM and it says, "Feed me a stray cat."
That's literally my favorite scene. It's
I love Legos, so I'm like, I want to do my own Legos. I actually had a Lego where it had a Gore Noir shirt on it, like little zombie Legos.
Well, this is a great idea, and I can't believe this product exists and seemingly came out of nowhere because you just like dropped it on Facebook the other day. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it looks so cool, and like, yeah.
That was a low ADHD
awesome.
moment.
It was. What I was doing is I was digging through all my stuff.
Yep.
And I found the box, and I'm like, I should put this out eventually. Oh, I'll just do it right now.
Just do it right now. Just fully produce this whole thing and get it up on the website, like in the span of a day.
Yep. That's how I do it.
Well, this is really cool. If you want to get a hold of this, I'm putting the link down below. We also do have the code. Use Mr. Hartgrave at checkout for 20% off. Which is still running, right?
Yeah.
Great.
I didn't take it down.
There you go. That's still running. This is up there. If you want to get a hold of these, I would suggest doing it because I don't know. I feel like it's going to go fast. There's only 5 available online.
Yeah.
There's only 4 of one of them. I've sold one so far. I'm doing so much stuff. It's like, okay, I got to promote this. I got to promote that. I feel like I'm like neglecting some things.
Well, these are really cool.
And that's why I don't have a comic at print yet. So
yeah,
same thing.
So
I have like 5 or 6 completed comics laying around, just focusing.
Well, let's get them out.
Yeah.
Let me know when those are out. We want to see Stephen Strange comics. Do you have any comics that have been? Have I missed anything?
Do I? Oh, just this one. Well,
this is
Until We Sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's issue 4 from it's from UWS Comics.
And how do we get a hold of that? Do you have a link for that or anything?
I believe it's just UWS-comics.com.
UWS-comics.com.
So I'll find the link and I'll post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Put it up in the bio so people can grab it.
Yeah, I just failed at finding that. So, but that sounds great. Awesome, man. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up on the horizon? I know you're open for commissions, right?
Yeah, I'm basically I've opened up my schedule. I'm kind of in the background thinking about going back to full-time tattooing. So
okay,
I don't
cool.
know. We'll see.
All right, that's awesome. So yeah, if you're looking to get a commission, like I did here for the Xeno
everybody
thing,
right now, I want all million people watching this to come to bother me for commissions.
I think it's closer to 40 people, but yeah, sure.
Well, in the multiverse.
yes. If we're talking about the multiverse, there might be more.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, it's blog post day. I forgot.
Yeah. Did you have a look at the blog post yet, or do you need me to read it to you?
I could turn my video on. I just realized I'm the only one without it on.
Yeah, we can get you in here. I think I can probably fit you in the square.
I can't see you, Mitch, and I can't see Frank.
Yeah, you have to be on the old Twitches for that.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I'm not all.
You're not one of the cool kids on the Twitches.
Yeah.
It'll be on. It'll be re-uploaded to YouTube as well, so you can get the full visual presentation in all of its glory.
Full experience.
Yes.
Exactly. We need Gornor 3D glasses for.
You do.
Watching the Twitch.
So you can see my beard in 3D.
Exactly.
It's not as epic as it was before.
I mean,
it was more towards Raymond's not too long ago. Then I was just like, meh.
I had my fingers crossed we were going to see a mohawk, but you know.
I tried to, and then I was just like, I had like no patience that day at all. So I said, fuck it, and just did buzz the whole damn thing.
Right on.
I dug out my
Frank,
3D
you're a
glasses.
nerd.
Yeah, absolutely. I rather enjoy. I have to get a 3D film so that I can enjoy these 3D glasses that you sent me. What's the best 3D film for me to enjoy? If I was going to watch an old school 3D film, what do I do?
Jaws 3D.
Friday the
Jaws 3D
has a 3D.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never seen Jaws 3D.
Well, you should.
That sounds like something I need to do. Now,
yes.
If I to watch an old school 3D movie, do you need it? You don't need a 3D television. It doesn't work that way, does it?
No, it's anaglyph. So anaglyph is the cyan magenta.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So can you buy a copy of Jaws 3D on Blu-ray and just put that in and then put these glasses on and experience it?
I don't even know if they sell a Blu-ray of that. It might just be like DVD.
Old beat up VHS. Like, what do I got to do to watch Jaws 3D these days?
Look for a laser disc. I don't know.
Laser disc.
Oh, it falls off the backside.
Do I have to go to the past?
Yes. You have to time travel.
I mean, if I want a simpler way to enjoy something in 3D, you do have some Gore Noir covers that were in 3D.
Yeah, actually, there was 2 Stephen Strange. There's actually a 3D of the Nightmare on Elm Street, I think.
Yes. Yeah, you
That's
sent me
up
a
right now.
large print
It's
of
actually
that.
got scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is. There it is. It's available on the website. So yeah, if you don't want to go through all the trouble of traveling to the past, obtaining a VHS or a Laserdisc, a copy of Jaws 3D, it might be easier just to get the Gore Noir scratch and sniff 3D Stephen Strange cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that might be easier. I gotta take these off. They're killing me.
Yeah, they fuck with my eyes, but I love 3D.
Yeah, I think the last 3D movie I saw was the new Ghostbusters movie, and please, I enjoyed it. I know I'm like the only one. The girl Ghostbusters.
Oh, that wasn't the last one.
No, that's right. Not the last one, but the one that everyone hated. I've lost all of my credibility now by saying that, but I had to be honest.
I liked it too.
There you go. There you go. I'm not alone.
But I had a thought on how I would have fixed it.
There's a lot of things to fix about every movie, isn't there?
Well, just to keep it within the continuity, all they had to do was move it to a different city and say it was a franchise.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
If they wanted to piss off less nerds, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they were going for maximum nerd rage, which was it's a choice. Yeah, it's a choice.
It is a choice. It can definitely get you some free publicity.
It did that. It did that. But I don't think it exactly went quite the way they thought it would. But
No, I liked it though. I liked Afterlife too. The new one.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's different things. I just I liked it for the stupid comedy that was. I got daughters. My daughters like that movie more than any other movie at a certain age, and would just watch it a lot. So it was cool. But that was the last 3D thing I saw, and before that I saw Jackass 3D, which is probably one of the greatest 3D experiences that you could ever have.
I've kind of lived that movie every day. So
yeah, it's a good one.
Actually, the best 3D experience ever was Michael Jackson's Captain EO.
I saw that. Yeah, that is fucking good.
that it felt like like Michael Jackson's like right coming straight towards your face, which is good and bad at the same time.
Well, I tell you what, I felt so fortunate. We took our kids to Disney World in Florida, and I believe we got to see Captain EO like a few days before it was gone, probably forever. So it was something I'd wanted to do since I was a little kid. When I was I grew up in Alaska. So I'm literally the furthest away from Florida you could possibly get. And I'm hearing about this Captain EO thing, and I'm like, I want to go see that. I want to go do that. I want to check that out. And it never happened. And then finally, I'm 40 years old. I got my own kids, and we make the trek down there. And they're like, I think they were doing a revival of it. Yeah. It had gone away. They were redoing it. They were going to demolish the theater and rebuild something else. I don't know, but it was like, they were like, this is it, Captain EO, last chance, come see it. There was nobody there because everybody on the planet, it had been out for 30 years or something.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody ever saw it. Nobody gave a shit anymore, but I thought it was incredible.
The 3D on that is just
wild. It's really good.
Like stuff's whizzing past your head, and it's holy shit.
And the 4D, because sometimes they spritz you with a little water.
Wasn't
a little scent.
Moonwalker came out in theaters too. I think for a little while it was 3D.
That I never.
I don't know about the spritzing stuff there, Hartgrave. I think that was part of your
maybe.
That was the excitement of being there.
I was very excited.
One of your stream chat folks talked about Fangoria magazine.
Yeah.
Not to slam on Fangoria, but make sure you support indie horror.
Yeah, exactly.
You can slam on Fangoria all you want.
In fact, I got a Fangoria magazine. I'm going to go light it on fire.
Actually, the people at Fangoria were cool. They I've talked to them before. I don't like the way the magazine's gone at all. Some of the people are cool. I loved Fangoria way, way back.
I used to read it back in the day. Everybody did, right?
Yeah. Back when it was.
So I pretty much started the magazine as kind of okay, what does Fangoria not cover? I'm going to cover all of that.
Right.
Interesting.
They don't really have a platform for independent horror artists or horror artists at all.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much what I wanted to focus on: artists, the models, photography, all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, yeah, back in the day, if you wanted to know about horror stuff or hear from makeup artists and stuff, you had to read Fangoria. There was no internet.
Yeah, they were heavy into the special effects before, which I loved.
Yeah, that was great.
Tom Savini with bodies and just bloody gory stuff. Yep. And now it's like Better Gardens and Homes for horror.
I haven't paid attention to it in years, so I just have fond memories of Fangoria back from my childhood, where it was a great magazine.
It's a new company that's doing it.
Oh,
because Fangoria stopped, and then a new group picked it back up and has been trying to carry the torch, and it's just not the same.
It's actually the second newest.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with famous monsters as well. So
yeah.
Famous Monsters got picked up by Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
And one of my friends from Mad Monster.
For them, either they're going to be all right, just buy Gornor magazine.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the great parts about reading Gore Noir magazine is it was very much that, old Fangoria vibe where, you're talking to people. You're talking to the people that make the stuff. and from all walks of, horror. You have people involved with, movies like They Live that you're talking to. You have people who are doing conventions, tattoo artists, pretty much any kind of artist out there that's working on horror, whether it be mainstream or independent, it's being covered in your magazine.
Yeah, it's community based, and that's the best part about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. Is like build a community, help shine a spotlight on the people that wouldn't otherwise. And maybe that's why it's not doing as well. Maybe that's why I don't have Fangoria money. But I would rather do it this way and, put out something that I love rather than like sell out.
Integrity.
Because that's punk rock.
Exactly. But I would sell out as long as I can keep it doing it the same as it's doing.
That's the key. That's the key. Sell out if you
sell
can,
out
if you can
right
keep it
now.
going.
Yeah.
You guys just need to go to the crowdfunding and buy stuff. That's my way of selling out.
Yeah,
You buying
sell out
in.
that way. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a right way to sell out.
Yeah,
I'm selling out by you buying in.
There you go.
I'm just waiting for the third Mr. Hartgrave channel that's horror.
Yeah.
I think we'd be more inclined to take the main channel and make it horror. I mean, wait, isn't what we're talking about here with Marvel Strike Force some kind of existential horror?
Yes.
Is it really different?
It definitely is.
It's your Lovecraftian horror.
It's definitely. I'm definitely gone mad.
It's the faceless horror that lurks in our devices.
Yeah, I would say so. But yeah, no. I mean, who knows? I'm open to all kinds of horror content. I actually did a couple of videos in that realm. We did a vampire and Dracula tier list. Didn't do that bad on the channel. And the one where we talked about, I ranted about Nicolas Cage for like an hour. Did pretty good on the channel as well. Here on the main channel. Yeah.
That Renfield movie was awesome.
Was it good? Yeah, I got to go see that. That's another problem with me covering stuff is that I'm so slow to cover things. I can't do news because I don't see movies for like years until after they come out. I think that's
my problem too.
Yeah.
I need to get out and see the new Evil Dead movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Renfield, haven't seen the new Evil Dead. Like I'm not one of those people like, hey, I need to put out a video because I just saw this thing and like get into like the stream, which would be smart, but I'm not smart.
That's exactly my problem as well. I am also not smart. I actually did just watch Terrifier. I think I was inspired to watch Terrifier by, Gore Noir magazine. In fact, I had the mini VHS issue. I think you sent me the mini VHS issue with Terrifier. Yeah, there it is. This little guy. So you sent me this, and I was reading about Terrifier. I already knew about it, and but the little reading this, I was like, you know what? I really need to check this out, and I did, and I didn't like it. But here's the thing about it. I said that I didn't like it, and I told myself I didn't like this, and then I can't stop thinking about it. Right? It's like ingrained itself in my mind, and I'm like, I didn't like it, but now I can't stop seeing it. So maybe it was actually great.
What were your favorite parts and what were the worst parts for you?
My favorite part, and I'm glad you asked because I thought about this. I was like, and I like this part so fucking much. It's really telling probably. When Art is chasing after the final girl and she like runs through the doorway and it's locked and he can't get through. So he grabs a little horn and he's like trying to squeeze the horn through the opening. He's just honking at her. That is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. That was
not what I was expecting.
So good. It's so good. It's just fucking, it's absurd. It's fucking.
But
it's either the sawed in half or the part where he like wears like the girl's skin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yes.
The sawed in half was awesome.
Oh yeah, my God.
It was amazing.
I'm a haunted house guy, so I fucking loved it.
Yes.
Well, you had a behind the scenes story about that in the magazine, right? Because that's all I could think about.
The sawn in half part? Yeah, Catherine.
That's all I could think about. When I was watching that, all I could think about was that behind the scenes story. I was like, oh God.
See, and now it's time for Frank to watch Terrifier 2.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got to happen. Because like I said, I can't stop thinking about it. I didn't like the movie. I was like, nah, this sucked. And then I was like, oh, I vividly remember the whole thing. And other movies I watched that I'll say, at the time I'd be like, I like that. I couldn't tell you a fucking thing about him now. But Terrifier, I can walk you through like the entire experience, which is really fucking weird for a movie that I claimed that I didn't like.
well, there's movies that make you feel shit, and then there's some that don't. So
There
I
you
would
go.
rather hate a movie and have reasons I hated it rather than like, eh.
Yeah.
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 But Frank, can you explain why you didn't like it?
Do you see? I guess that's the problem. I can't. In fact, I can tell you why I liked it.
So what you're saying is you liked it.
I think that's what it was. I didn't.
It's like we're talking.
I didn't
It's like
like
we're talking to the
watching it.
Grinch here. His like heart's growing and he's like not okay with it.
Here's the thing. I didn't enjoy watching it. That's the part I didn't like. I didn't like watching it. I like making it through to the other side. I feel like I achieved something. I felt like achievement unlocked. We made it. It wasn't a fun movie to watch. But
That's like
it's a fun movie to remember, if that makes sense. It's really fun
Not-
to remember, but really horrible to watch.
Not to go there, but it's much worse. But like Serbian film, like I didn't enjoy watching that at all.
That
Like,
movie,
it's like-
holy shit.
Just to say you've watched it, it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, like okay, all right, I got to the other side.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I probably enjoy it more rewatching it because I think I felt the same way about The Beyond, which I love. In retrospect, I love The Beyond, but I'm sure the first time I watched The Beyond, I was like, that fucking sucked. The hell was that? And then I'm sure like it would just keep coming back to me. I'm like, I just remember that whole fucking movie. Like that movie's amazing.
Centipede #1 for me. So
What's that?
I like Human Centipede from the beginning. Like,
Human
I love
Centipede,
that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say, I mean, you can't forget it.
kids, I don't know.
I'd like to forget Human Centipede, please. I would like to let that one go. Yeah, if I could. I can't, but I wish I could.
Let's put on Human Centipede and
Right. I'm gonna do a magazine about it now. Sorry.
Oh no! I mean, you got to. You got to.
I have to find a way to make connecting covers.
I'll have like 3 pieces that go together.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad it exists because how could someone think of that and then not manifest it? If you're going to think that thought, then you got to do it. It's the weirdest fucking shit you could think of. Like, all right, man, do it, dude.
I want to see.
like,
I want to see an accordion centerfold.
There you go.
Jesus Christ! Oh God!
That works.
Oh, no.
Yes.
It's just like one person in the middle, then like it pops out and it's another person.
Oh. That's horrible. With a centipede centerfold.
Exactly. It'll be the pinup in the middle.
Jesus Christ. Well, we'll back it. We'll back it on this channel.
Exactly.
Centipede.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see those fucking, let's see those fucking tight asses over at Fangoria pull that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Never. When was the last time they did scratch and sniff?
Yeah.
That's right.
Or a coffin shaped magazine. They've never done a coffin shaped
no.
magazine.
You can't fit that on the stands.
I don't see you doing bloody covers, Fangoria.
Oh no, yeah, no bloody covers on their side. Sorry.
Yeah.
That used to be all they did, right?
Well, I did
If I remember Fangoria, I just remember the covers being all sorts of fucked up, right?
like literal and figurative. This was like literal. Like I created like out of vinyl, like
Oh, nice.
liquid blood.
Sweet.
Have you ever seen any of those things in the past where you like push down on it? It's like liquid moving around.
Yeah,
I
I've
did
seen
that for the magazine.
That's fucking cool.
It's a lot of hard work, so I don't do it a lot.
Yeah, that's
I created like
dedicated.
3 of them. And I was like, all right, this is too much.
That is awesome. All right, what are we talking about now? We don't want to talk about Marvel Strike Force again, do we? Not going to do that.
Let's talk about the Indiegogo.
Yeah, I've got it up here.
I saw that.
Anything you can tell us about this that I haven't already said? I've been covering it like all week. I'm probably going to cover it for another week.
So the whole issue is all about mask makers
Yeah.
of different
Oh.
types.
Yeah.
So there's it's all kind of walks. There's some that are like really good, like airbrush artists. There's some that actually make silicone masks, latex, like all run kind of the gamut. I don't think there's a I'll have to look, but I don't know if there's very many magazines where the whole magazine was devoted to mask makers. But one of the mask makers, Devil's Workshop, has a Curse of the Demon mask, which is the original, the regular cover, not the special edition that Stephen Strange did.
I'm showing it right now.
And that's a mask, and I want that thing so bad.
Cool.
It's expensive. It's super rad. And there's an old famous Monsters cover that had that Curse of the Demon on it. I was like, oh, I want to do my own version of that. So that's why that's there. But yeah, it's just really cool. All different kinds of articles about masks, different artists, artwork, Stephen Strange's stuff. When you do the Stephen Strange cover, you can pick whether you want to vote for Ghost or Slipknot, and you get a different little Gore Noir Kids card based on who you pick. You can pick both if you want. You want to bitch out and not pick a band, but yeah, those are the cards right there.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. I got to pick this thing up now. I used to be a mask maker.
Oh, did you?
Awesome.
That's awesome.
See, I know I had Raymond in on this for a reason, not just because he's an awesome guy.
I collect weirdos.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
So
That's
I used to, when I lived in Denver, a buddy of mine and we had a company that made masks for haunted attractions across the world. And we dealt in latex and silicone masks. And so that's right up my alley.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what I want to know, when I think masks and I think horror, I think Halloween 3. That movie fucked me up as a kid. I watched horror, dude. I was so young. So here's my experience with horror movies. I'm 3 years old, and my mother takes me to see American Werewolf in London because her reason is she goes, he'll just fall asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep. She's like, it's late. He'll fall asleep. How bad could it be? So, yeah, I watched that whole fucking movie with like a styrofoam cup in my hands. And she looks over like an hour into the film, and I have eaten the styrofoam cup. I have sat there in fucking terror and just eaten the styrofoam cup down. At this point, she goes, we'll let him finish the film. I watched that whole fucking movie at 3 years old. I still remember it from when I was 3. And from that point on, you know, I watched every horror movie that I could find. I think it broke me. It broke something in my brain. And so, yeah, I watched Halloween 3 probably when I was like 6 or so. I don't know, whenever the fuck it came out.
We have that in common.
Yeah.
I saw American Werewolf in London when I was 6 years old. They took me to the theater. I remember laying on the ground of the theater with my coat pulled over my head, and I was fucking terrified. And it was only a couple years later I decided I was tired of being afraid of horror movies.
Yeah.
And I checked out every fucking book I could find at the library.
Yes.
And I had made my dad start buying Fangoria magazine.
Yep.
So I would desensitize myself to horror. And now I'm the fucked up, beautiful person I am today.
That's
right.
pretty much it, man. So yeah, if you want your kids to be awesome, you got to take them to go see something really fucked up when they're like 3 or 6.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I was like 3 or 4 when I first watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
My aunt put it on and she's like, Freddy Krueger is in my bedroom. And I had to go pee and I had to walk by her bedroom in order to go to the bathroom, and her door was open to her bedroom and the lights were off. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. It took 3 people to walk me through by there. They had to turn the lights on. I'm like, look, he's not here. And I'm just like, sure, he's not.
Dude, I was the most inappropriate child, and like I don't know how I didn't end up in therapy, because some kids, when they were little kids, right, they probably like, you know, they play make-believe, they'd be superheroes or fucking cowboys or I don't know, whatever. Dude, Freddy Krueger. I just fucking walk around being Freddy Krueger, like just nonstop, like every fucking Halloween and then every day in between. With like, I would insist upgraded masks every year. I need a better claw hand.
Yep.
And I would tape plastic knives to my club.
Other kids wanted to be like, something wholesome. I'm just like, fucking Freddy Krueger. And I didn't even know how inappropriate that was.
Yeah.
My mom didn't give a shit. She was a horrible parent. Like, whatever. He's having fun.
It was pretty much my aunts and uncles. Like my uncle like put on like Faces of Death when I was like 6, and I was just like, why the hell would you put that on for a young kid?
About to say that's how I was introduced to, I guess, horror. Was my mom having to work late, and so she stopped at Blockbuster and got me Friday the 13th and Faces of Death.
Holy shit!
That's a good duel. If you want to just,
goddamn,
I want to fuck my kid up quickly. How should I do that?
I want to fuck him up quick.
I want to never be the same ever again.
Let's fast track this dude. Dude, I was at least 13 before I saw my first Faces of Death. Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Supposedly they're rebooting Faces of Death.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Isn't that actually just called YouTube?
Well, it used to be called
Ogrish.
The Day.
Holy shit. That's awesome, man. Here, I got you this great film. It's called Faces of Death. Enjoy. I got to go to work.
Yeah. I started out watching it as if it were Friday the 13th, and I was like, wait.
Oh, no.
Special effects.
Holy shit.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. That's awesome.
But now I can draw gore like nothing. So
yeah, you're set. You're set. Yeah, I missed the window to fuck up my kids. My wife prevented me from doing it. I keep saying like, let's watch Evil Dead. Let's watch Evil Dead. And they're like, they're turning 14 soon. So I've really missed the window to really psychologically wound them the way they should be. But good news is we watched the menu and my kids laughed their asses off. And at the end, they were like, that's the best movie we ever saw in our entire lives. And I was like, yeah.
That movie was awesome.
So you could have really messed them up too. They could have been like really good horror fans. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think it's still there. At least one of them. My one daughter, we watched the first Halloween together, and we were like, "This is boring," but it was also pretty great.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the cinematographer?
Who? What?
The one that filmed the your death scene.
Oh yeah, that's my horror fan. Could you tell? Could you tell? Does she have the eye for horror? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about upcoming stuff. So we have some upcoming stuff. Mitch, we just collaborated on what is going to be like. Tell me about it. Death to VHS. What is that?
So Death to VHS is a movie that I've been batting around for a while, but it's going to be coming to life as a faux trailer for Frightmare, Texas Frightmare.
Awesome.
They do like a faux trailer contest. So they're VHS tapes that come to life and kill people. And Stephen Strange still needs to film his. Let's all shame him. And
pressure.
I definitely am. I got to put on my makeup and everything though, and you know.
We always overdo it, don't we?
You're just like Frank. He's like, I need to like overthink this shit. I'll just fucking do it. And he's like, okay.
I'm like, yeah, let me get the smoke machine going. Let me get the lights.
I have a vision, guys. Okay.
Right. We can't just be normal. Because Mitch literally is like, just put the camera on you and go like, But we're like, no, I gotta go extra.
You're gonna vision your way right out of the faux trailer. It needs to be done soon.
Yes.
Let's get it going. All right. Right after this, get the makeup on. Why don't you do the makeup for us while we're on the stream? People would love to see that.
I need to.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Start it.
Do it.
Which is crazy because usually I'm in the makeup more than I'm out of the makeup. So
can we get Raymond in? Can we get Raymond in? Raymond, just film yourself dying. Just do it.
What?
And send it to Mitch.
I like that reaction. That's good. I love it.
How did I get pulled into this?
And cut.
You're here.
I'm pulling everybody
You're
in.
here.
I was actually just about to say any of the grave diggers out there
Yeah.
who want to die in a faux trailer
With Mr.
Just-
Hartgrave.
send it over to Mr.
Oh,
Hartgrave.
we got it now. We
on
got
the
it. Don't
Discord.
send it to me. Send it to him.
Send it over to Mr. Hartgrave so he can then
Send it to me.
Send it to Hartgrave.
There's a
and-
buffer.
Fucking send
You're
it to
the-
me.
You're the Hartgrave buffer.
I don't want it. Send it
Yes.
to Mitch. Give it. Is there do you have an email address they can send it to, for God's sake?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you can send it to me if you want. So follow on Instagram at GoreNoirMag,
Okay.
and you can send it there as well. You can actually post it to Instagram and just
Okay.
tag Gore Noir Magazine. I'll see it. I'll bring it in, and it'll be part of the faux trailer.
And you don't have to be nuts like us. We're just looking for someone to, like, act like you're being attacked by a VHS tape. No sound. No sound, right? So there's no pressure. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to be an actor.
Nope,
Yes.
no sound.
You don't have to have a 12-foot skeleton. It's not necessary. You don't need to
You
do.
are-
Hold on.
You don't need to do your makeup.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear an epic trailer voice though.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I volunteered my voice acting talents for you, which are hopefully sufficient.
Nice.
And I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we
As
got that
long
going on.
As long as at the end of the trailer it pans back to you and you go, "What the hell's going on? I'm Mr. Hartgrave."
There you go.
That'll
Which
be
is
in your
every-
version. I'll include that in your version, and you could watch that.
That's every video that Frank has done for me that I've edited. He'll stop and he goes, "What the fuck is going on? I'm Mr. Hartgrave."
Is that my intro? I've been trying to figure out what the intros and outros should be for the aggro gamer stuff. Hey,
Yeah,
what the fuck is this? I'm Mr. Hartgrave. I reviewed this video. Check this shit out.
It's like almost like I don't know. What do I do with my hands?
What's going on?
I'm just Mr. Hartgrave. I don't
actually,
know.
when you asked me about it, I had half a mind to pull some footage from some of the stuff that I sent. I was going to be super low effort because there's already a part of the Sherlock Holmes thing where I'm like reacting to something scary, and where I'm just doing all kinds of shit takes, and I'm like, I could just send them that, and I'm like, no, let me get the family involved. Let me try to fuck my kids up a little bit.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, let's do a little better.
His part is pretty rad, though. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We try. I'm excited to see how that comes together. And then, we talked about it previously with Raymond. We have this big review coming out of Sherlock Holmes. I'm hoping it's actually not that big. We're hoping to get it down to like 20 to 10 minutes. I don't know. There's so much footage. Raymond hasn't been feeling well. When do you think we're actually going to see this thing? I don't want to put any pressure on you, Raymond. I know it's a big job.
I'm hoping to get it done this coming week.
Okay, cool.
So that way we can get it packaged up and sent out.
Excellent. And then you're going to find, I'm going to make sure you see it. God damn it. I'll put this on my channel, on my YouTube channel. If you scroll down, there's Aggro Gamer Reviews. And it'll show up here. I'm going to link it at the back of all my videos. You're not going to be able to fucking escape it because it's like the best thing that I do are these reviews with Aggro Gamer. And I'm super excited about doing that. Steven, I don't think me and you have anything going on. Should we? I don't.
We should.
We should.
Like,
What are we going to
Why
do
don't
next?
you?
Why
do
don't
something.
we? I mean,
Let's
I'm
do
going to get the mask issue in my house, which I'm really excited about. I love this illustration you did. Actually, one of the first things I thought when I saw this, I'm like, why didn't I get one of these with Mr. Hartgrave and Zemo? Like, maybe I need one of these for me. I don't know.
We need the Mr. Hartgrave one shot.
Yeah. Maybe
We
a
need
whole
to.
comic? I don't know.
yeah, exactly. I think we need to start out with like 10-page.
10 page.
Comic.
10 page.
You
Well,
do like the issue 0 or like the issue 1/2 or some shit.
I think we should do Stiltman. I actually shot you over my idea for Stiltman, or I talked about a cover idea for Stiltman,
Right.
because my audience asked me if I were to write a comic book for Marvel, who would I write? And I said nothing good. I said I wouldn't touch any of the good. I don't want to have that kind of pressure. Give me the lamest character possible. That way, whatever I do it's all gonna be uphill from there. So give me Stiltman. I want to do the dark and gritty Stiltman reboot.
I mean, you can't. I mean, they let Rob Liefeld do Captain America, so you can't do any worse than that. So
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
For Bushman.
That thing's never gonna die. But yeah, I did want to do. I think the idea I pitched you was because I figured to get anybody interested in Stiltman, we have to do the cover of Stiltman defeating like the Avengers, and I don't know how that would look. I have no idea how that would look. And I said, "Do you know what that would look like?"
Yeah.
And
exactly.
You have an idea of how that might look.
Yes.
Like with the power of his stilts.
Yes.
How the fuck does that happen? You see, I have to commission that because I have no idea what that looks like, and now I kind of want to see it.
I think it would be super awesome to see a Stiltman in a black and white noir kind of Sin City-esque style.
Yeah.
You know, the raindrops falling on his helmet.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he should be like chasing someone, and then he accidentally goes through like a school and not realizing he's like stepping on kids.
Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a scene running, but every step he's stepped on one of the Avengers and squished them or something. But, yeah.
Just entirely on accident.
Yeah.
But then I'll take credit for it forever. I'm like, I defeated the Avengers.
Yeah.
You killed children.
That was the Young Avengers.
Yeah.
They were the Avengers.
Power pack.
You see, this shit writes itself,
Oh,
man.
man.
Stiltman is inherently one of the funniest characters in the Marvel universe. It's just something inherently funny that this guy develops a crime costume. He's going to go commit crimes. How am I going to do it? I'm going to be really tall. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Why tall? That way I'll be higher than you. Like,
Exactly.
Okay, and I'll be so tall they won't be able to stop me. Okay,
Now I need to
Stiltman.
find out how tall Stiltman is.
I think he's expandable. I think I've seen him
No,
as
but
tall
like,
as
like how he is without his stilts. Like, is he
probably
like,
short. He's
like,
got to
is
be.
he like overcompensating for
he's
something?
He's got to be overcompensating. Yeah.
Let me see if he's in this encyclopedia real quick.
It says,
Yeah,
it says
encyclopedia.
5'11", but it says 5'11". Is that with the stilts or without the stilts?
That's gotta be with-
no, never mind.
It's 5'11"
Yeah.
without.
He's 5'11".
Why does he have such a problem with height?
Yeah.
I wanted to be 6 foot. Maybe it just got out of control. He wanted to
I
be
was
6 foot.
off.
I just wanted these platform shoes don't look right. Maybe if they went higher.
My wife kept complaining about reaching up for things.
She'll never complain again.
Reach up for something else.
I went through the ceiling and then I realized I could commit great crimes with these powers. What kind of crimes are you committing? I can see in everyone's windows.
Peeping Tom.
Oh, let's see. No, that's not. Oh, here he is, Stiltman. Right here.
Terrible.
Let's see if it tells how tall he is here.
I don't know why I always bring the conversation back to Stiltman. I'm not going to be happy until he ends up in Marvel Strike Force. I know that.
Oh, I said at his highest height, he is taller than a 25-story building.
25 stories.
Yeah,
Well, why?
and his suit also holds an arsenal of weapons.
So I mean, yeah, I know that there is that part. I just don't know why the 25-foot tall part.
I mean, is that I don't know.
The weapons, that's good. That makes sense. I'm glad he put weapons in there, but
Yeah, exactly.
all in the legs? He can't be in the legs because the legs they have to. How do they go down?
I don't
What
know.
is that suit
They
made
could be
out of?
questioning DC thought it was necessary to come up with Kite Man, so I don't know.
That was Do you guys watch the Harley Quinn series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
by
Kite
far
Man was on there, right?
hands down.
That was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the tone I
Yeah,
would
my-
like for the Stiltman comic, yeah.
Okay, you got it. I can do that tone, no problem.
Excellent.
I love King Shark and Clayface in the
Yeah.
Harley Quinn. Love that shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're awesome.
I don't feel like Stiltman fucks, but maybe everyone around Stiltman fucks. Stiltman specifically does not fuck, and that's his problem. Yeah.
He's the
That's
ugly
how
friend
you end up
in the
25 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
I'm tall. Fuck you, Jerry.
I think he's like the superhero equivalent of like truck nuts. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
do you need this? Like, no. It's just
But I
so
want
brash.
it.
Just like, the fuck.
There, you banned my truck nuts.
I'm alienating all the truck nuts people out there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
exactly.
a whole following of truck nuts coming after me.
God, I
Yeah.
hope not.
Hey,
I don't
worry,
know,
I'm working
man.
on Hitch Tits right now, so
So back to Marvel Strike Force.
yeah, exactly.
They're throwing like those like the chick like little like things on the back, you know, like the naked girl things. Use them as like ninja stars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Mud Flap Girl Ninja Star.
Exactly.
I'm enjoying the off the rails nature of this conversation.
That'll be a new superhero called Truck Nuts.
Hey, I bet you it would sell too.
This episode of Mr. Hartgrave is brought to you by Truck Nuts.
Yes.
Everybody, do you have a truck? Could it use nuts?
Do you
Buy
like
these
to get
truck nuts made here in the USA.
To circle back to the Crocs, they make Croc nuts, like little like nuts that you put on the back of your
No,
Crocs.
they don't.
They already do. They actually
What?
do something.
Shut the fuck up.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who the fuck does that?
That little flap that goes over the back of your heel.
Oh, no. That is
Yeah.
horrible. That is
I've-
horrible.
At several Walmarts already.
Several Walmarts.
Oh, my God. All right.
People are showing up with truck nuts on there.
America.
Coming to a Walmart near you.
All right. Now, I could literally do this all night, but let's assume that this stream will come to an end at some point. What are we doing next, guys? What is next for the Gore Noir crew? I guess we're gonna make this Death to VHS. We're all going to be in Death to VHS. So there's that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can look for that.
world domination is ultimately the
World
goal, but-
domination, yeah, absolutely. Are we coming to a convention near you? That's what I've been pushing for.
Texas Frightmare is my next, which is at the end of May.
All right, so Gore Noir is going to be a Texas Frightmare.
in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, and then there's the party that I'm having on the 12th that I need
Yes.
to still plan because I'm doing everything at once.
Where do we find all
Everything,
this?
everywhere, all at once.
Where do we find all this Gore Noir news? All your happenings, all your conventions, all your parties, everything you're doing. Where do we find that? Is that Instagram?
Instagram, yep. Instagram is the best place to do that, and then that kind of flows over to the Facebook also. If you're not an Instagram person, you can just look up Gore Noir on Facebook. I'm on the TikToks, but the ticks and the talks I don't do too much.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that. I'm old, so I do Facebook.
Yeah.
You won't find me doing dances on TikTok, but who knows? You know, if it gets hard enough.
Yeah.
I'm literally a weird uncle. So yeah, Facebook's like my thing. Which is unfortunate, you know, but
That's where we set goals.
yeah.
So if you back the Indiegogo for Gore Noir and we get at least 100 backers, Mitch will do a TikTok dance.
I will.
Well, there's one I want to talk about that's actually quite interesting.
Hold on.
here.
Or I'll just give away the original artwork for the cover.
Oh.
What? Who?
I said when we get almost fulfilled, I can give away the cover for the original artwork.
You got to stop being so generous, Steven. I told you that when you worked on this commission for me, I'm like, so I can just go print this on shit and sell it to people, and you're like, yeah, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy? I'm like, okay. Sounds great. My merch is now all done by Stephen Strange.
Yeah,
because that's a
there you go.
killer deal. But here's what I want to talk about. So, Mitch, you do have something on here for $2,000. No one's taking you up on this. We can literally tattoo you.
Yes. So you could actually put whatever you want on my body.
Truck nuts, huh? You said you wanted truck nuts then?
You could put truck nuts on. Yeah, sure. $2,000.
Can we put truck nuts on your nuts?
No.
That's
No.
off limits. You might want to specify that because I think contractually.
Let's not shoot this down, okay? This is a video.
Don't say no.
So I did. I think I put some stipulations on there.
You
but
should.
There's stipulations.
Oh, there are some stipulations. Specifically, no truck nuts on my nuts.
I don't mind putting truck nuts on me.
Truck nuts can go
as long
on.
as you do the 2,000. I'll
Holy
put it
shit.
like on my calf, and I could be like my nuts hang below. Never mind.
That's classy.
Yeah.
That's definitely classy.
On the inside of the thigh would be the best spot. So
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So there is this option, and believe me, I have thought about taking you up on it. Put a little Mr. Hartgrave on you. I think.
I mean, I am not against it at all. That's why I put it up there for anybody who's feeling a little wily to do that.
You're a special breed, man. You see, I thought about it, and then I was like, you know what? Let me instead of tattooing something on this man, let me send everybody Gore Noir magazine, who's a Patreon of mine. That
works
was,
too.
I think that's a little more wholesome. My wife approved of that more. I told her about the tattoo thing, and she was like, why don't you do the magazine thing? What are you showing us there, Steven?
this is the original cover.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Ooh, look at that.
That is dope.
There you go.
That is so cool.
Look at that.
Now,
beauty.
do you primarily work on these large boards like that when you do pieces like this? Is that
Yeah,
that's
I
your
work
thing?
on probably 90% of everything I do is at 11 by 17.
I was surprised when that showed up.
Yeah.
Because you sent me the digital file and I was like, that's good for me. I'm going to go print it on stuff. And then you sent me the original. I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
So it's very, very neat.
Yeah, I do that with every commission. So
Yeah.
whether you want the original art or not, you're getting it. So it's.
I haven't gotten my original art.
Well, I mean, it's right there.
He
What
has
about
it.
the Hellraiser?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Well, I played up at Houston Horror Film Festival, which somebody should get, and give you the original art for the Freddy and for the Pinhead.
It's okay. I just like messing with people.
Yeah.
Thank you for being so sweet.
Now I have to. Great. Now I have to get my car and drive 3 hours north and stop at Buc-ee's to give you your artwork.
Well,
Get some of that banana pudding.
Yeah, that's true. I'll bring you some beaver nuggets.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some truck nuts.
I showed this before, but not only did you send me the original, but you also did some custom envelope art for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which also surprised my wife when it arrived, and probably all of my neighbors. And this is fucking incredible. So yeah, thank you for that. Got a little extra with my commission, which is brilliant.
Always above and beyond.
Absolutely.
How beautiful that is.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you can catch us all in the Death to VHS trailer. Keep backing the Gore Noir Kickstarter. Anything else you guys want to tell the Gravediggers in closing here?
Keep on digging.
Keep on digging. What? That's the end of the video.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, we plugged a lot of shit.
We actually got to plug Steven's shit.
We plugged we plugged Steven so hard.
Hey, it's not the
How do you
first
feel
time.
about that?
I came prepared to be plugged.
Guys, make sure you send me all the links so that I can just put an entire, forest of links under this video when it hits YouTube so people can find all this stuff. So you send me all those links. Those will be down in the description below. Anything besides doing the ending that anyone wants to say. Besides doing my bit.
Buy some stuff, donate, like and subscribe.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Assuming that anyone has watched this far in the video, which is very unlikely. We're like, how many fucking hours are we in? It's like 2-hour video we're in with just these fucking old men just rattling on about horror and shit. I don't know.
Well,
If you're still watching, go in the comments and say, I love Gore Noir magazine, and I'll send you some stickers.
Boom.
I love Gore Noir magazine.
Not you.
Holy shit. That's an offer. Man, if anyone's hardcore enough to watch this for 2 hours, I think they've earned it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Some free stickers.
And you like
For
to
sure.
troll my comments, isn't that right, Mitch?
I troll them all the time.
You're in there. Which is,
I'm
which
all
is
up in
pretty
those
cool.
comments.
That's actually one of the surprising things that happened is I was just on stream and all of a sudden like Gore Noir like messages and I'm like, oh shit, it's Gore Noir. And that's when you sent me shoes.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening.
That was it. I was like, I need these shoes. And you're like, I'll send you shoes. Yeah. Shoes. And now my skeleton's wearing them. Can you see them? They're back there. The skeleton's wearing shoes here. Let me go to.
Oh yeah. You took them off in the death scene.
Yeah. These spoilers.
Sorry.
Can you spoil a trailer? Is that
Terrible. I'm spoiling my own shit. I'm the worst. Literally the worst.
That's all right. We're talking gibberish, literal gibberish. No one has no idea what the fuck we're saying.
No, not at all. They're never going to watch the trailer.
No,
they're not watching it this far.
That's not true. I'm going to make sure they see the trailer because I'm going to run it on my fucking channel. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't fucking care. I'm supposed to make normal Marvel Strike Force videos. I'll just put random horror shit in. Like, you guys were like, oh, Mr. Hartgrave, we should start a third channel. Like, no, I'm just going to put the horror in the Marvel Strike Force videos.
Shove it into their mouth.
Just
It'll be like
shove it
Clockwork
in.
Orange. You just like open up their eyes and be
Yeah.
like, you're watching this shit.
Just fuck it. First 30 seconds, too, we're not even going to bury it. It's just going to, you know how I do. I just open up. Hey, this is Mr. Hartgrave. I'm going to tell you a bunch of shit you nerds really want to know. But before that, death to VHS, motherfuckers. You know, that's how it goes.
There
Go
you
in
go.
there dry. Silence.
That's what I've been doing all week. So, yeah, all week I've been telling people, join the Patreon because I'm going to put Gore Noir in your mailbox. And they've been doing it. So we've got a lot of subscribers here on Twitch. And I noticed some activity here on Indiegogo. If that's any of you gravediggers out there, thank you so much for doing that. Comment on the video below for free Gore Noir stickers. Thank you so much, Mitch, for that offer. That is amazing. Thank you to Chuchi for subscribing here on Twitch and everybody else who has subscribed on Twitch and has joined the Patreon or has even just had the fucking common decency to hit the goddamn subscribe button over here. Let us know if you want us to do this again. I want to do this again. I think we should do like a podcast.
I think we should definitely do this again.
It's like a podcast. Is that what this is?
Let's do the Gore Noir podcast.
Is there money in it? Because Mitch is opposed to that. He wants to do print media.
Don't give me money. Yes, give me money, all of it, right now. Give me your fucking money.
Yes, pay us money and we'll do this weekly. Is that what podcasts are? Is it weekly? Is it a daily thing? Do you
I
just
don't know.
never stop? Like, how does that work?
Would be like once a week is good.
Once a week?
We do ours once a week.
Okay.
See, we got the official word from somebody who actually knows about podcasts.
There you go. There
Yes.
you go.
I can even edit that shit.
Now we're talking.
Ooh.
Editing, what the fuck is that? I don't
do
understand. As this
Let's
video
do
runs on
it.
for another hour as I'm trying to end it. All right, we
Yeah.
probably
It's
probably
mostly
should
just
wrap it.
adding bumpers.
There you go. There you go. And
I like bowling
ads.
with bumpers.
You got to fill it with ads, don't you?
Yeah.
Isn't that podcast? I can do it. I can live ad read like no one's business.
Yeah.
Let's
We'll
go.
just put Stephen Strange advertising us in between.
Yeah, there you go. Just advertise our own shit the whole time.
Exactly. There you go.
I got an ad that's like a 1-900 like Gore Noir magazine.
Nice.
There you go.
It's wonderful.
That's
All right,
hot.
guys. It has
Only-
been great having you here. Thank you for humoring us and talking a little Marvel Strike Force. Maybe we'll get that third or fourth channel going where we just hang out and talk about our childhood traumas or horror or whatever the fuck. Thank you so much. Back the Kickstarter or back Mr. Hartgrave. Either way, you're back in Gore Noir and everyone down there, Stephen Strange and Aggro Gamer. Raymond, thank you so much for putting up with my bullshit and editing my videos and joining us for weird shit like this. And thank you so much to Mitch and Stephen Strange. And thank you to everybody watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. There's a lot of other cool videos on this channel. And Grave Diggers, you guys want to help me out?
Keep on digging.
Digging.
Keep digging.